Hello, good afternoon from a very chilly central Iowa day. The sun is shining and it looks absolutely beautiful outside. What is going on? I'm going to be, do you hear that truck outside? That's so loud. Sorry about that. But what's going on I'll sound like Ed Wilson, I think, in your neck of the woods. How's the weather where you are? I know some people are commenting on different posts that we've had recently about, oh, they're in their sandals, Connie Keller, and different things like that. Well, we are not. Today is the first day I walk to work every day, and literally my face hurt by the time I got to work, and it's only 2.5 blocks. So anyway, it is very cold. I think it was -22 when I left my house today. But we're happy to be bringing to you today Take Home Tuesday at 2. If you've been joining us at Hen Chicks, we have so much going on, and we are loving all the ideas that we are coming up with and that you are sharing with us. So continue to give us feedback, continue to tell us more about what you're doing, inspire each other, inspire us in the process as well. But today we're going to be, like, Kelly, we like to do things that maybe people can use, something they already have at home,
something
or
useful,
scraps even, because I don't know, what's that thing? She with the most, who dies with the most stash wins, or something like that, right? Yeah. So everybody has some fabric, and at Christmas time, I know several people have been using the Cuddle backgrounds, and we've talked about that. If you're not familiar with Cuddle, it's super soft and cozy, very warm, but a lot of people are using this for their backings of their quilts, and even in the summer, my kids still pick these quilts that have these backs on them.
It's just cozy.
It's cozy, it's comfy. But you always kind of have some of those leftover scraps at when you get done with your backing. And so I was talking, and we were kind of throwing out ideas, like, how can we use these? This is literally just the bottom of and part of the scrap I had after I quilted a lap size quilt for Christmas. And I've used it for, Kelly, I don't know what month it was when we did the pillowcase roll-up tutorial.
To use that,
you can go back and find that. But I use this for the main part of the pillow, some more of the scraps.
Can you imagine? Even in the summertime.
Yeah. So that was one idea to use it. But then we started talking about, and ironically, this morning I had 2 online orders that I have filled for baby quilts. Baby stuff, and we were already talking about baby stuff and showers and babies being born, and we're almost a year into this COVID thing, so maybe there's a little extra birth stuff going on. I don't know, but how can we use some of this stuff up in that? So we started talking about that. And so, for instance, you hear a lot about, and you can pay a lot of money for them, but if you have these scraps, it'd be such a good present to give somebody. The burp claws, I don't even know what all the fancy names are anymore, because I haven't had a baby in my house for almost 20 years. So, but I have plenty of nieces and nephews. But on this scrap, we could even just take literally, I'll let you do it, literally take this scrap and fold it right sides together, stitch around it, turn it inside out, and we'd have a perfect square-ish for a little receiving blanket, or over the car seats right now. Just something nice that they could put over the car seats.
Just something to cuddle with.
And so I'm going to tell a little on my little niece, Hattie, if she happens to be watching.
Hi,
Miss Hattie, she shouldn't be watching because she should be in school, but Hattie has Baby. And Baby is literally Cuddle fabric with Cuddle fabric, and it has a satin edge around it. But she still sleeps with Baby.
It's her comfort.
It's her comfort. And Heidi was telling me about Stephanie still has her little cuddly blanket from when she was a baby, and Stephanie is in graduate school right now. So some things, keepsakes that come along the way. And so then when we were brainstorming, Heidi said, wait a second, this is actually Henry's. And she said this is one of the best gifts she got when Henry was born, because it worked perfect over his car seat. And maybe not these days that it's so cold, but just to throw over. And it's 2-sided, super simple. And so today we're trying to give you ideas of simple projects you could do for a baby.
And it's not a huge blanket by any means. It's just, like she said, the perfect little size.
So what we did here, first of all, is we have a lot of different cuddles, and so we're taking a couple of them, and we cut out a square. These are approximately 30 by 30, and so then we pinned them right sides together. Again, you've seen the same process happen over and over on all these simple videos that we've done. When you put the right sides together, you leave one side open. So we pinned the right sides together, and then we did a 1/4 inch stitch around the edge, leaving one side open. And so I'm going to take some of these pins off. Oh my gosh, guys. I feel like I'm talking a lot, Kelly, which I probably am. But anyway, when I was walking up here, because we are in the nest, which is upstairs, when I was walking up here, I actually dropped our pins. And you know what that does on the steps?
It's kind of loud.
They went everywhere. But it's so nice because this is magnetic, so I just had to go like this, and they picked it right back up. So anyway, that's how that works. Anyway, so then we had it, and I gotta find the side that has opening. So we have the opening right here that we left open, and we've done this on several of our projects so far. So then we're just gonna simply come in and turn the sides out, okay? So pin, wrong sides together, 1/4 inch around, pull on the outside and pull it through. Kelly, did we get all the pins out?
Yep, we did. And the fabric's so silky, it kind of just slides out, guys. It's not hard at all.
And one thing, if you are working with Cuddle, I would recommend that you do use more pins and at least pin it, because it is kind of slidey and silky-ish. And if you really want to get down to it, Cuddle stretches one way more than the other. Put those stretches perpendicular to each other instead of parallel, so that the stretches don't go together. That's just a little inside tip. What do I do with this? So what we're going to do next then, Kelly, is we're going to come back. That opening is there, but once we get it turned out and we get all the points, and we would want to come in and get the points nice and turned out, we are simply going to do another 1/4 inch seam all the way around. And when we're doing that 1/4 inch seam, it's going to pick up this opening, and you'll never know it was there. So here we have one that is completely done. So you can see, super simple. And when I was making it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. I think I just want to cuddle with one. Now you can make it larger than this, but you could also make it smaller than this. You can make it like just a little rag, a little something that you could put on your hands. We've also taken flannel. Flannel is another good idea, and a lot of people have leftover. And both, Kelly, what don't you think? Flannel and Cuddle kind of have a comforting.
They do. It's just something soft.
Yeah, probably a bit more than cotton. So when you're making for babies, some other things to keep in mind is the flannel. And so on this one, we just took 2 fat quarters is all. And this would be perfect for like when you're burping or any of those things, just to throw over your shoulder, or for daddies to put on their laps if they're worried about getting spit up on or something like that. But just 2 fat quarters. Again, scraps, super simple, less than 10 minutes to make, and very functional.
Oh, easily. And you can use this on the changing table too, I guess.
Oh yeah, there's lots of put it down, or if you're at a restaurant and you want something, and easy to wash and things like that. So what we wanted to show you today is just give you some ideas, feed you maybe some thoughts and ideas that you could come up as we're heading into maybe some months that you have some baby showers and stuff like that, and give you some ideas of some different ways. Now this one, again, this is from Heidi's house, and it is very well loved and used, but you can see on this side was some kind of the Cuddle that's been well worn. This is a little bit nappier one, and this side was cotton. So you can combine the Cuddle with cotton, or we combine the Cuddle with flannel, or flannel with cotton. Again, you can make smaller ones, you can make them larger. It does not, you use the fabric you have. You could strip sew stuff together.
Oh yeah, and there's nothing fancy about it. It's just loved, and it's just comfy.
Okay, and this one is super soft.
Oh yeah.
This one is larger, but again, it has the Mickey's type Cuddle on one side, and then this side is actually a batik fabric. And if you're not familiar with all those terms, it doesn't matter. It's just different things, but this one's actually larger. And again, if we can kind of hold it up this way, this one's long and narrow.
Cover your feet in the chair.
So little things that kids could use for babies and such. And I think we have, yes, we do have a couple more just for some different ideas. Again, this is a bigger one that's just literally the same thing. It's 2 fabrics, and all that is done is they're sewn together and flipped around, and a 1/4 inch seam around the outside. So lots of ideas for those. And I think Heidi brought one more. This one is a little fancier, I will say. Somebody got very creative with this one. Again, it's the low nap Cuddle on this, but this is fun. Look at that. Somebody went through and made little pom-poms and put on there. So again, that could even be a sensual visual,
definitely,
you know, feely, touchy thing for the babies, or this one would be big enough for bigger kids as well.
Definitely.
So today, we wanted to just give you those quick Simple ideas. You do not, I've heard it a lot from people. Sometimes if we say we work in a quilt store, oh my gosh, you must be a really good sewer or whatever. Quilting does not have to be hard. These projects, if you can sew a seam, that's all you have to know. You're literally sewing a square round. If you have questions, comments, concerns, don't know what to do, give us a call here at the studio. We're more than happy to help you.
Definitely.
We'd love to see your project. So today's Take Home Tuesday was our Get Cuddly with the Babies. And if you look back and you can use some of these same ideas and some of the different things like we mentioned. The pillowcase roll-up, use your scraps and some of that. All of our Take Home Tuesdays are available on our website, so you can go back and view and get your afternoon in the cold of entertainment if you so choose. But we hope that you will join us next week for our next week's Take Home Tuesday, which I can give you a little peek, so to speak, on. It will involve a bit more sewing next week, but it's going to be a super fun and another kind of cozy project for a cold winter day. So until next week, make sure you join us on Facebook if you haven't joined us before, which you're here right now, but go back and join us and watch all the other things because we are getting so much in and we love seeing you in the studio. So give us a call. We hope that you enjoy and share with us how you're being creative today. Have a great day.